feet away. He's dressed in camo and combat boots with an AK-47 in his little hands. It's pointing straight at one of your men. You know if you don't shoot him, it will be at the expense of your men. But then you picture your son, about the same age. How could you shoot someone with so much life left in them? You only have a few seconds to make up your mind. What will it be? In today's world, children in war have a much larger population than you might think. The War Child Organization estimates there are around 250 children in war. They're in more than 30 countries. Here is a graph of all the countries that children are being used in war. It includes Colombia, Botswana, Rwanda, and many more. Today, I will inform you on 3 major conditions of being a child in war. First, joining is almost never voluntary. Many are forced to join when they are kidnapped. They are picked up in their homes and on the bus stop and almost anywhere that they can be caught. A certain number are also forced to join when there is a village raid. The army forces a certain number so that they will not destroy their village. Some come from a disadvantaged family or have no family at all and are looking to satisfy basic needs like food, water, shelter, and protection. Many parents often volunteer their children to ease both the child's suffering and their own. Others want revenge for someone they have lost to armed combat. In many village raids, people are raped and murdered, and some children are left with no families. DoSomething.org has many facts and figures about the many tasks children in war are used for. Many are used in combat, mostly on the front line to sweep the landmines or disarm their enemy of bullets. Others are used as spies, cooks, suicide bombers, patrolmen. Children are easy to manipulate, plus they are given drugs, which make the child participate more and don't question their authority. Here is a graph of the many child soldier tasks and duties. They are mostly used in combat and almost never used as a cook. Child soldiers have a difficult time returning back to a kid if they can escape. Drugs are often used to manipulate them into committing horrendous crimes. It is a difficult task to overcome these drugs if they can. Many groups are forced to kill a family member or neighbor so that they do not want to come back to their village. And most child soldiers have missed out on school, which is their opportunity for a better future. If they do not have school, it is very difficult for them to support themselves and to provide themselves with basic needs like food, shelter, and protection, so they often come back to the army. And many are desensitized to violence, and they abuse family members and friends. Here are a few pictures of child soldiers. They range in age. This one might even be only 4. And they come from many countries. Here's a girl. She looks very young. Child soldiers live a hard life because they are mostly involuntary, abducted, brainwashed, and forced to use drugs. It is difficult for them to return to their childhood, and this is something everyone should be aware of.